Here is a good summary of all the products that we use pretty much every day. So you've got some glues and fabrics that we use. So we've got 2 canisters that we can plug up for like that bulk amount of glue that we can use through the guns. We've got the fabric as well. So coming up to the first item, we use the T65, but we use it in the massive canister, but we also do sell the cans, the 500ml cans on our eBay store currently. So all the links to our products that we use and sell on our eBay page will be provided in the description of this video and also in the comment section as well, pinned to the video. So coming up close to this canister, 22 litre canister of T65, this product pretty much represents like a massive aerosol can, because there's no air compressor or any other sound of an air compressor really required for this. It's just you got the hose and the gun, it just screws onto the canister itself, and then you just turn it on and away you go. So it's a very convenient product to use. That's why we switched years ago to this type of setup of the canisters. And we got this brand new gun that we just recently done a review on with the extension wand, which makes it much more easy application of spraying the glue on the roof linings. Saves basically bending over to actually reach on the far edge of the board, because most boards are about 1200 in width. But easy to switch over the canisters when they do run out. Currently you can't get them refilled, you have to recycle them and trash them. But just follow the instructions that they come with for that for the disposal. But yeah, switching over to this one now as well, the Cantac hsc-tac. We dived into this product when we had a bit of a shortage in supply issues, and maybe even just to add a bit more choice to the market. So we didn't want to rely on just one brand basically. So it's great to have that option to have a few suppliers that we can go to grab either of these products, because they basically perform the same way. So just in case one becomes really hard to get and supply issues, or even if there's like massive price hikes on one item compared to the other. So it's great to have these alternative stock in place, just in case it's like a backup plan, the belt and suspenders. In comparison between the two, I would say the Cantac performs like it's got more of a initial bond when it comes out the gun. So if you're laying your material down on the job, you're going to find that it bonds much more quicker and faster than say the open time of the T65. However, both products do have an issue performing on Audi and Volkswagen boards, on the Orly boards. So on those type of boards, I do suggest to use Permatex or the 3M76 around any of the high stress areas, anywhere where the fabric has to be fed to the deep recesses and around sunglasses consoles. We did a few videos on our channel talking about the Orly boards and what glues to use. So moving into the fabrics that we have, we've got 9 headlining fabrics that we keep on the shelf. And these are also the ones that we do sell on our eBay page. So number 1 is the ebony velour, which is that softer type of feel of fabric because it's the velour. We've got 3 velours in total. Number 2 is a dark grey charcoal velour. And these products can change colour, all depending on what light hits them. So right now they're in the garage with plenty of light hitting them, but if they're installed into the car, they can darken or change themselves depending on what light hits them basically. Number 3 is the light grey velour. So in saying that, these light grey products can sometimes appear to be more of a beige, depending on what car they're installed in and what they're sitting up against. Number 4 is the ebony flat knit circular knit. So this is a different finish compared to the velour, the top 3 velours. Number 5 is the anthracite flat knit, which is more of that charcoal type of black finish or shadow grey, but is more referred to as just being black. They're very commonly seen on Volkswagens and the Holden VE models and some of the Holden VZs as well. They look very similar to each other, the number 4 and number 5, just number 4 is that one stage darker as well. So if you're matching up to the original factory material, I would choose the number 5 anthracite. Number 6, light oyster flat knit, which is normally seen on all the Ford Falcon FG models. We do use this material on some of the Jaguars as well, and some of the Ford Territories. Number 7, cappuccino light grey. So this is the light grey flat knit that we have, and this is very heavily used on a lot of models. Ford Falcon AU, BA and BFs, Holden VEs, Just a lot of cars use this product. Can give off a beige appearance inside the car as well, depending on what light hits it. And then we got number 8, Fawn, which we just keep. We don't really use this product too often, but it does come out sometimes. Some of the Volkswagens do use that product, and it's just great to keep on the shelf just for that when we do get those more of that sand type of color come through. And then finishing off with the number 9 mid grey flat knit, which is that one stage darker than the number 7. And that in summary is all the products that we use pretty much daily, and we'll have all those links provided for you guys in the description.